Hey guys, it's Chrono Cat here, and today we'll be reviewing set 42670, the Heartlake City Apartments and Shops. So this is this year's 12 plus set along with the Beekeeper's House, and I am so impressed by this set. When I first saw the pictures, I was initially a bit disappointed, but now that I built this set and that I've sat with it for a while, I think this is a brilliant set and it's totally worth the price. Now let me begin by showing you all the details that comes in this amazing set. And let me just start by saying that this is way denser than it looks, and it really feels like I'm building a modular, just that there's no back. So I think this is super worth it and a really great introduction to LEGO Friends if you're an expert builder or you're looking for more challenge, because there are some really good building techniques in this set. So this set comes in two sections, but firstly let's take a look at the side builds. We have a bicycle with a juice cart, and this is a really simple build with two juices, presumably lemon juices from the lemon vine up here. And we've got a small little ladder for our little fireman to actually save the kitty. So her name is Fatima, and yeah, she can save the kitty with this ladder. And now let's move on to the main build. So this build can split into two sections. As you can see nice and easily, it's connected by Technic pins, and you can connect this to the other segments of the LEGO Friends street, which is the Unity street, and I guess with the Main Street building as well, although it's not meant to fit the style. So I think over the years we will probably see more of these expansions for the Main Street as built, because Main Street also had this nice tiling on the floor with the sand blue and gray. Compared to Main Street, our Unity Street actually, Unity Street had a more gigantic build. It was not really to Minidolls scale. It was a bit bigger and focused more on the exterior details, while this one I think focuses an equal amount on the exterior as the interior. So I think I really appreciate that, because in Unity Street, the apartments were quite empty and the shops were a bit shallow as well. So yeah, it just felt more like a display model, but this one you could really play with it, and there are lots of fun Technic features as well. So that's another plus for this set. As you can see, there are many shops and apartments in this set. We've got 3 shops, a cupcake shop, a pottery shop, and a laundromat. And we've got 2 apartments here. This is Petra's apartment, and this is Roy's apartment with his family. So let's take a look at this little build first. Over here, we have a table where you can play chess, and 2 really nice ornate chairs. And I really love the tiling work going on here with the cute uses of the heart shape. It's really a genius technique. And we've got some paw prints and a little chalk scribble. And here we've got the little park area, which has 2 trees, which at first I thought they were a bit skimpy on the leaves, but now I think it's fine for the scale. But I do wish they were more like fuller trees, you know, and didn't use this cheating piece where it was just one piece to make a bunch of leaves. So yeah, not a big fan of that, but it's fine. Here we've got the hedgehog, which is super cute, and we got the 2 clovers, some ladybugs, and I love the sunflower. This is made possible using this new sunflower piece. And we've got 2 little ornamental plants and EST 2023, which is a Easter egg to the reboot of LEGO Friends, the second reboot. And if you know, Unity Street has a EST 2012 logo, so this is a nice continuation from that set, where we're celebrating the reboot now. And here we've got the fountain with this exclusive recolored owl piece as an ornament. I love that. And we've got the little fountain. It's a really intricate build. And we've got a lily pad, actually a flower, and a little koi fish in there. We're just smiling for some reason. Next year, this cupcake shop is lined with very nice detailing, reminiscent of modulars or even surpassing it. And there are really lots of ornamental detail, which you really only can appreciate when you build it. And there's a ramp and a door. But one thing I want to complain is that this interior is kind of small, and it's also kind of not detailed. I know there's tilings that I love, but there's only 1 counter with 1 cupcake, and on the side table there are 2 cake objects and 1 cupcake there. So it really doesn't have much in going on the shop. There's no seating, there's no oven, there's no, I don't know, there just needs to be more things, like maybe a coffee machine or something. But I do wish the shop was a bit bigger. Right now it's quite thin, but the other buildings have much thicker interiors, which I really appreciate, because that's something that you don't really see in LEGO Friends anymore. You used to see that a lot, but it's not very common now. Now here we've got the vineyard area, which has a lemonade juice pitcher and this little knife here to cut the lemons, which I presume is what's growing here. And we've got a little vine area with some bees. And yeah, that wraps it up for this section. Next up, we've got the laundromat and the pottery shop. Now first, let's take a look at some of the details here. You can see there's a staircase, which is a really nice detail, because usually friend sets don't include any staircase, where you have businesses on the floor and you have apartments going up. So it's like kind of like a New York City street sort of design, which I really love. And you can see there are lots of cool details, like I love the way they built up this sign. And we've got the door here, a fire hydrant, and a little signboard. I love these mailboxes where you can see it shows the residents. And I love these pink flowers here. And the tiling continues along this path. And there is a cool feature I want to show you. You can see you could actually roll down the shutters of this shop. There, it's really easy, and when it's closed it looks super cool as well. I think these are recolored as well. So this is a feature that we have never seen in a LEGO set as far as I'm aware. So it's really cool because, I mean, it's just so fun to be able to close a shop. Like, it's just very satisfying. And yeah, you could imagine so many more play scenarios with that small feature. And it's really simple as well. It's just a garage door panel, and there's just a little activator here where you can push. Yeah, and it will go down. I didn't push it hard enough. So here's the interior of both shops, and there's this really fun feature where you can turn this knob. Actually, it was originally this lever, but it keeps on breaking. It's a terrible lever, but I get why they use it so that it doesn't stick out, but it doesn't work well at all. It keeps falling off, and that is one of my complaints of this set. So yeah, just throw this out and replace it with a gear or something that fits into the axle hole, and when you turn it, you can see this spins in sync along with this little pottery cat. I put a cat, but it's meant to be this clay piece, but I think the cat looks cuter there. So yeah, very cool feature. And you can see inside laundromat we've got some panels to pay money. I wish there was a bench there, but I love the tiling on the floor. And we've got an ironing board where we use quite a smart piece usage for the iron, although figures can't hold that. And we've got on this side some detergent and some washing powder, I presume, and a little bag. But there are no studs to put your figures here, except here, which currently houses this spill. But yeah, anyways, here we have the pottery studio, where you can see there is a seat for the pottery person to do some pottery, I guess. And we've got the kiln, which is a really smart build using a mailbox. And if you open that, you can see there is a cup, I guess, that is baking. And I really like the cabinet design here. It's quite a nice building technique, as you can see, using some new pieces. And we've got a small shelf, although I do think they could have fit more detail because behind there is space, but it's just empty tiling. And we've got a sticker. So that wraps it up for the shops. So here is Anthony, Dion, and Roy's apartment, which is the pink apartment. And you can see there is a really intricate kitchen in this build, which I really appreciate. All of the apartments have really detailed interiors, and I think it really surpasses any interior we've gotten for any LEGO Friends set, because this time it is not built for kids, so they don't have to worry about accessibility. They just tried to fit in more details, which I really appreciate and I prefer. But obviously it is still very accessible. You can see there's some tiling, cabinet area where there's a cucumber being cut, and some salad things and some cutlery. Inside here there is some forks. This one's empty. And looking over here we have a sink, some sauces up there, and a jam, I think. The sink here is actually quite an intricate build, even though it doesn't look like it. And we've got the fridge with some cute stickers, and we've got some eggs, a piece of butter, and I just put a spare cucumber in there. Here on the upper level we have a beautiful king-size bed with some plants here which looks like a monstera, and we have two cute pictures of the family and a crib where you can store baby Roy in there. And there is also a balcony that you can access through this door. Up here there is an attic space which you can access by pushing these roofs away, and there is a guitar score and an electric guitar, which is presumably Anthony's hobby, so he had to throw it away because baby Roy has arrived. So yeah, this is something you have to sacrifice when you're a dad. Now here's Petra's apartment, which has lots of cats, which I love, and it's a really nicely detailed apartment. We have this cloud-shaped mat, and this cat right here with a hat and a little ball of yarn, this other cat, I forgot the names, and we've got this yellow cup and this cute couch which is a really intricate build, and this nice detail where there's a scratch. And there are 2 places for the cats to hide, and they can knock down this plant if they want. And we also got this computer or a TV which is showing fish and chips to tempt the cats when Petch is not at home. And we've got the door where they can come through with this cat flap, which opens just like that inwards. Here's the final room of the apartment, where we have a toilet which has no door, and a sink and a shower head. You can see that. Oh, and here there is a little bed here, and with a little cat toy, some cat food, a little lamp, and a nice shelf, which is done with a sticker, and this cute little cat trophy picture with some nicely built drawers. And that wraps it up. Also, let's take a moment to appreciate the exterior of this build, where we have some really nicely built bay windows, and I love this use of the roller skate piece as some detailing. And I do have a complaint though. This roof is super ugly. It is very irritating. Firstly, it does not want to close properly. This is a fault of the design, not of my build, because I built this correctly. And you can see there's really ugly gaps here that they did not even try to fix. Now, there is a way to fix the gaps, but not this weird offset looking thing where it just feels unfinished and wrong, which I really wish they did some engineering to fix this. But I understand it's quite hard to fix this issue because I have tried myself and I couldn't figure a good way to actually fix this gap here. But I do have a way to reduce the gap on this building between the roof and the building. So to fix this, I will just use a bunch of plates and stack it underneath this build. Just like that. And I know you can see the black, but if you actually use white pieces, you can cover that up. And I'm a bit lazy, but this is just to get the idea across. Now let's put back the roofs and see how it looks like. There, doesn't this look so much cleaner? I don't know why the designers just didn't go with this design, because it's so simple to fix. You just put one plate underneath this build and it just elevates it by one plate, and it really just fixes the gaps. For the most part, you can still see some gaps, but it doesn't look as jarring as it did. So in this set, you get quite a few mini dolls and animals, which I really appreciate. And I love that we have 3 cats included, plus the hedgehog. And we've got the new baby piece, which is really cute. And we've got lots of cool, diverse range of mini dolls. We have a fireman for the first time, a firewoman actually. And we've got, a nice family going on here, lots of different hair pieces. We've got 2 of the main friends right here. And we've got Petch, which has a prosthetic leg. So you do get a lovely assortment of pieces here. And my favorite figure has to be the baby. It's so cute. And yeah, and you also get this new roller skate piece, which I think it's only in this set for now, or maybe in a couple other sets. So yeah, a really good range of mini dolls. As you can see, this figure selection is outstanding. In conclusion, I feel that this set is truly brilliant and probably the best set of the 2025 January wave, because this really has so much detail, so much fun, so much stories. I think if you watch the show, there are even more Easter eggs that you can find in this set. And the building techniques are on par with the icon sets, like the 18+ sets. So you really are getting the best of both worlds here. The fun and detail of Friends, and the advancedness and the building techniques that you get in the modular buildings. Plus, this build was so enjoyable, not repetitive at all besides building the roof. And although it does have its shortcomings, like the really ugly and bad lever design at the back, and also the really terrible roof design that is kind of fixable but also not a perfect solution. So yeah, that's just a design flaw. I really cannot defend that roof. It really is terrible. But other than that, this set is amazing, and I highly recommend it for $170 US. Even though you might feel that the color scheme is quite garish, which is what I initially thought, I think it actually harmonizes really well and just comes together for a really cohesive design. So yeah, highly recommend this set. Tell me what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye, hope you enjoyed this review.